Now, the rainfall over the weekend was tropical. It was from the remnants of what used to be Tropical Storm Gordon. The rainfall that's coming up this coming weekend will also be tropical from Florence. But we'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's first go over what we had over the weekend. Obviously, quite a bit of rainfall in the northern counties, mainly the 64 corridor up towards the Ohio River. Everything south of that was, manageable. About 1/2 of an inch up to about 2-3 inches of rainfall. But it's when you started to get anywhere from eastern Fayette County out towards Rowan County. Now you're talking about 4, 5, 6 inches of rainfall. Same thing up near the Ohio River, Maysville, Mason County, one of the hardest hit with the rain over the course of the last 3 days. So it has certainly been an event. Now, that event specifically over the last 2 days has given us 3.4 inches of rainfall, which brings our total to 4.8 so far in September. By the way, our normal for the month is just shy of 3 inches of rain, so we've already cut past that, and we get 20 more days to record rainfall. So obviously, we're going to be well above our normal for the month of September. Licking River, Stoner Creek, and now the Red River in flood category. A lot of runoff from the storms over the weekend is what's keeping these rivers at flood stage or higher. So it's going to be a few days before that seems to go down. The good news is the rain is out, at least for the next few, so that should keep our rivers and streams and creeks going down from here. Not enough to keep the clearing. You see a lot of clear skies, at least over the plains. I don't think we get that throughout the next few days. We keep much of the cloud coverage hanging around, but we also keep a little cooler air in place throughout the day tomorrow. So if you've liked the fall feeling today, you get it again tomorrow. We will start to warm up getting into the Wednesday and eventually Thursday time frame, basically because we're getting a little bit more sunshine, so we're kind of bumping up those temperatures each afternoon. It will get summer-like again, but more towards the end of the work week. As far as the end of the work week goes, we're also tracking a few storms that are moving through. We've got Tropical Storm Isaac, which was a Category 1 hurricane, but on the last update, they downgraded it. Helena still a 2. And Florence, the one everyone is keeping their eye on, especially those towards the East Coast, because that is where it's likely going to make some sort of a landfall. 140 mile per hour sustained winds and still moving west-northwest. It's likely to keep its Category 4 strength all the way until landfall. Models are still kind of projecting a little bit further east, but the National Weather Service has not changed their track, moving it just off to the east of Wilmington, North Carolina, eventually putting on the brakes and becoming a post-tropical low sometime over the course of the weekend. Why that's not good news is because it's going to basically butt up against the Appalachian Mountains and then stay put. And what that's going to do is dump plenty of rain. So no longer just a wind threat for the coast of North Carolina. Now we're talking about a very big flood threat through the entire midsection of both North Carolina and Virginia, with 13 to 15 up to possibly 20 inches of rainfall throughout the course of the next 7 days. And yes, we will see a little bit of the rainfall from Florence, obviously nowhere near that much. If you're along the 75 corridor, specifically the Bluegrass, you're looking at about up to an inch of rainfall through Monday. If you're in the eastern counties, we'll get significantly more. 3 to 5 inches of rainfall are expected in that time frame. But until that point, we do have the clearing, at least from the rain, not necessarily the clouds. We will warm up. We'll get our humidity back just a little bit. But as far as the sunshine, kind of just going to stay hidden for a little bit going forward. And that temperature trend shows that, yeah, we were a big dip today, but really just fall-like the last few. And then going forward, we get finally our nice summer-like weather back, if you want to put it that way. Now, as we go into the end of the work week, now Florence is getting close. Rain, thunderstorm activity expected all the way throughout the weekend. At least we get the next few days to dry out, let all of that water go down.